Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Rogue Legacy 2. Hope you guys are doing well today. We have Sir Tommy the Fourth heading into the castle today. He is a chef, so he does come with that stew, but also is bringing in some weird mushrooms, defeating enemies. Makes them blow up in a spore burst. I believe we also get the flaming attacks that the chef has by default. So by heading in here, we should be pretty potent with our offensive prowess. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I know we haven't had episodes in a few days. Turns out I had COVID, and I don't know if I'm still allowed to say that word. I've heard stories that if you talk about that, you just get demonetized. So hey, here's thank you to our channel members who helped me not worry about that. Thanks for clicking the join button. I appreciate you. We were trying to find some test kits nearby just from any store, like the ones you could take at home, and literally everywhere was sold out. I imagine it's because, you know, Christmas time, people are trying to just get ready to travel, get ready to go see family. I imagine that the need for at-home test kits goes up quite a bit around now. That made sense to me. But we called everywhere. We could not find any anywhere. Like nowhere had any test kits at all. So Holly was feeling pretty good at this point. I was feeling terrible at this point. And just, wow, there's a lot going on in this corner. Hold on, let's throw a time bomb at this dude. Let's get him out of here first. Perfect. Let's start sending some of these back to this guy. Some of these are homing after me really hard, which means one guy has to have a seeker augmentation down here. I'll just keep beating these with... Oh, I shot the wrong way. I was planning on continuing to just beat these with a stick and hopefully... Yeah, there we go. Finally, that's enough. So we started looking for a place to get an appointment to get a test, and most of those tests would have been happening later this week. But luckily for us, Cleveland paired up with the National Guard. And they actually set up like a drive-up test site in downtown Cleveland that we ended up going to. Super duper easy. Everyone in there was really, really nice. All we had to do was make an appointment and then cruise right in. And, whoa! Well, I guess we're going in with another character. It's and we got our test back, and unfortunately, I was indeed positive. We went over to Holly's mom's house for her brother's birthday. Her brother and her fiance, they have birthdays really close to each other. And I think we all got sick from that. Granted, I see Holly's mom all the time. Holly and her are very close. We go over there all the time. So she was like in our circle. If we were, you know, quarantining, if we were isolating, which I mean, I never go outside anyway, but she would be one of the people we quarantine with, right? So we just kind of spent Christmas coughing at each other. The headache I got kind of reminded me of when I was a kid dealing with all of my sinus problems. A lot of people have been asking recently, hey Pally, why are you sick all the time? And I just assume everybody knows because I feel like I talk about it nonstop. But that means there's a lot of new people stopping by the channel, I guess. So hello, welcome new people. I have a chronic sinus disease called sinusitis. It's one of the most commonly, not prescribed, but diagnosed diseases in America, actually. My case is a little more unique because my skull base is twisted on one side. So on the left side, I have a totally normal skull. On the right side, it narrows out quite a bit. So that is one of the main reasons I've struggled with my sinus problems over the years. Doctors are trying to figure out how to expand some pathways, and I had 6 surgeries when I was growing up. Between the ages of, I would say 15 and 21, I had 6 surgeries. And then in the last one, they removed just a little bit too much of my nasal passage and actually exposed my brain sac. So I had to have brain surgery to get that fixed as well. So a lot of medical problems here, especially when I was growing up. Things have kind of mellowed out in the last several years. But I still deal with it all the time just because like there's nothing more that can be expanded. There's nothing more that they can do. So when I do get sinus infections, when I do just have bad allergies. Whatever accumulates in my nose stays up there and doesn't leave, which can cause a lot of headaches. So, when I... Oh, jeez, guys! Calm down! Fuck! So, when I was feeling really bad the first few days, prior to my fever breaking and stuff, I just had an excruciating headache. I just kind of stayed in bed nonstop. I'm feeling a ton better. I don't want to make it sound like I'm going through shit still. I mean, I got a little bit of a stuffy nose. But all things considered, I am doing just fine. So I thought I would use this video to update you guys and kind of rehash that story. Growing up, SIP gave me a lot of perspective. And I mean, I definitely don't even have it anywhere near as hard as a lot of kids do growing up, but a lot of stuff was still a struggle, still a challenge. That's why we raise money for Extra Life every year. It's because I know a little bit of what it's like to grow up sick, to grow up feeling helpless, to grow up with your family stressed out about every single bill that they're receiving and not knowing how they're going to pay it. And it's a terrible feeling, which is why we raise money every year. And I thought I would take an opportunity to talk about that because I have been seeing so many questions recently. I feel like the mind is willing, but the flesh is weak right now. I feel like I can conquer the shit out of this game right now, but my muscle reactions are a little slow. Destroy all targets. Time limit is 10 seconds. Man, if we only had our previous character, that would have been really swell. I have an idea. It's called fucking not past the thing. That's the idea. Tried to do a barbarian swing off the top to get things started there, and it just did not quite work out. All right, that wolf literally just hopped so far. Everyone up here is protected. Oh, I couldn't remove projectiles by the starfish. Tried to remove him there again, but was just slightly too late. Oh, jeez. I was expecting this zone to be really, really difficult. I wasn't expecting it to knock out 2 of my characters in 7 minutes. Oh man, oh man. This character starts with a new antique. We might want to take a look at that. Negative 31 resolve as a result. Well, let's see what it has to offer. I may have been a little distracted with my storytelling too, so let's really start to focus up here. I'm just increasing our dexterity gains in the top left, trying to get that. And I'll meet you guys in the castle. You know, come to think of it, the fact that I grew up ill is really what led me to YouTube in the first place, because holding down a normal job is really fucking difficult when you know, some days you can't even fathom getting out of bed because you feel like you have a vice on your head. You can't even think. So YouTube was this thing where I would dedicate time when I felt like it, when I felt up to it, even if it was just for like half an hour, sit down, record something. I could edit it when I'm not feeling good and release it. You deal 125% more damage, but this relic is fragile. Does that mean if I take damage, it could go away? Well, luckily for us, we're on a duelist. Ooh, some big ass crits in there. And the relic's broken. Wait, what? Wait, it's gone? I dealt more damage for 2 seconds and now the relic's gone? What the fuck kind of relic is this? At least it's not instantly fatal. I guess we do have that going for it. No more jumping, no more jumping. The elite zombies, man, they are fast. So like I think I said, I was expecting a difficulty increase heading into here. The Kerguelen Plateau during the normal playthrough of the game was quite a big difficulty increase from the first 2 areas of the castle as well. I'm not too sure how big of an area we're actually going to get here today because... Ooh, those of you that were very astute last episode noticed that our burdens actually changed. So we were playing on 16 burdens prior to the patch, and I didn't change anything. I didn't touch any of our burdens. I'm pretty committed with what we're playing with. I think it's super fucking engaging. I'm really into it. However, they nerfed the amount of burdens that you can... Oh, shit. We have to regather the flowers. They nerfed the amount of burdens you could put into scaling up the size of the castle. That is what was taken away from us. So we can't have super duper expansive castles anymore. But this place is still probably pretty big. We've only seen about 4 rooms of it at a time, but I imagine it's pretty large. Do we need 3 or 2 of those flowers to get things going? Oof. I can not remember. Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, whoa, I can barely see him! What the fuck? Reset. Oh, God, I can't even attack in there. Oh, okay. All right, you guys gotta go. Spread this poison around. I can't. How the heck? If I drop on the right... Whoa! If I drop on the right, they're gonna just rain down destruction from above. I also have these bats on the left that are pursuing me. Okay, bat down, roll, reset. That made it a little bit easier. Can I convince you guys to... I was hoping maybe shoot something a little bit lower here. Holy crap! They're everywhere! They're blocking the door! Holy fucking shit! Oh man, I feel like I lost so much of my life in that room, and a 3rd character dies in a 12-minute video. Oh. Don't worry. We'll make adjustments, we'll get used to it, and we might start pairing off some characters just to deal with that a little bit more. Moving into areas like that with, let's say, wind wall could be much easier to deal with. Yeah, I try not to dwell on my medical stuff. I just update you guys when I'm not feeling well, which I feel like is often. And the only reason I dedicated a lot of our topic today to that was just because I've seen a lot of people asking recently. So hello, welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy your stay. For the record, I am vaccinated. 2 shots. I wanted to get my booster, but the booster wasn't available in my area yet. We actually have appointments for it now that I've already contracted and gotten over the big C. Thank you guys so much for being here. We'll be back again tomorrow morning. We'll head into the Krugulian Plateau with Ronan and see how it fits us. Until next time. Again, thank you guys, and I appreciate your patience while we're figuring all this out. Unfortunately, I'm feeling much better, but now Holly's heading into the thick of it. So those of you looking forward to Terraria might have to wait a little longer.